Hey, welcome to the original Dawn of War. I was feeling super nostalgic this week, and I decided I wanted to go back through the campaign. So this is the first installment of that. I'll give a little bit of backstory as to why I enjoy Dawn of War so much just as we start the game. But for now, let's go ahead and dig into it.
In the name of the Emperor, you will not falter! We can't hold! Run for your lives! Cowards! You will fight, or you will die.
Well, where'd he go?
I am Captain Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Raven's 3rd Company. Status.
My lord, forgive me. We have done all we can to stop the orcs, but we have failed. My men's lives are yours.
You stood your ground in the face of the Emperor's foes. You've done your duty. If your men have failed you, I will leave their judgment in your hands.
Thank you, my lord.
I am not here for your thanks. This port must be held if we are to maintain troops and supply lines to the planet's surface. That is why we are here. Now, what of the wounded and the civilians?
Stranded. We have few ships.
Then you shall have more. All Blood Raven flights execute Protocol 23 and initiate civilian evacuation. We will dispatch the ground forces.
Yes, my lord.
Ground forces, my lord. But the orcs have retreated.
You must know your enemy to defeat them, Colonel. Orcs only retreat to regroup. They will keep coming until you or they are dead. Brothers, let us destroy this alien filth!
All right, here we go. Whew, first mission.
What a glorious day for a battle. As the stronghold, our frontline battle headquarters is currently being assembled. We should proceed with caution until it is finished.
The Emperor's chosen. Strategic point identified.
On alert, brothers. We must start capturing strategic points. These 3 closest strategic points will do for now. Let us capture them first, and then move on to the others. Splendid. The stronghold is complete. We must now set about establishing a proper frontline base.
Faith is our shield.
Alright, so here is the very first mission of the original Dawn of War. So,
The first thing we need
well.
is a chapel barracks. That will allow us to call down more Space Marine squads.
we'll let him finish this little blurb here. Hopefully.
Excellent. The chapel barracks is finished. Now you can build some more Space Marine
At
squads.
your command. Onward to glory.
So, here's the thing. I really enjoy this game. I always
If we
have.
are to defeat
Oh,
these
come on.
orcs, we will need to call in some special weapons. We must build an armory to get access to them.
Alright, so whenever I was about what?
Fear denies faith. Maintain Maintain attack
like
formation.
10 years old, something like that. I would always go over to my friend Red's house, and Red eventually, like, we would play.
We have captured several strategic points. Capturing strategic points and building listening posts on them earns us more requisition resource, which we can use when we build squads and equipment. Excellent. The armory is operational. The Space Marine squads can now upgrade their standard bolters to flamers and heavy bolters. No fear.
Ever vigilant. Marine squad deployed.
So
Yes, my lord. Fear denies faith.
It is time to hunt down the source of these orcs. They must have a base somewhere within the walls of this Imperial facility.
Awaiting orders.
Where? We must not forget our power needs. Building a plasma generator will supply us with the power we need to keep our force going. Look! An orc camp! A break in the spaceport's defensive
Fear
wall.
denies faith.
They must have blasted their way in. We must destroy this orc camp and any others these foul creatures may have constructed.
alright, I think that's it.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
Love this game. Even how much it loves to interrupt me.
while the enemies of the Emperor still draw
Yeah,
breath,
so I would go over to my friend Red's house basically every single weekend.
this orc camp has been destroyed.
Oh, great.
Now that the strategic point is ours, we must take steps to ensure that it stays ours. Get the servitor to build a listening post on the point to defend it.
I don't even have enough for a plasma generator yet, homie. Alright. So I would go over to my friend's house like pretty much every single weekend whenever we were in middle school, and we would play things like the original Killzone, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2, the Army of Two series. We'd play the Red Faction series, like anything that we could find that was on a PS2 that our moms would let us buy with our allowances, we would buy, you know.
He who stands with me shall
And we
be
absolutely
my
loved it.
brother.
It was a lot of fun. But eventually, Red
At your command.
would end up buying his own like PS3.
Direct us.
Those Imperial Guardsmen look like they could use some assistance. Come, brothers, make haste.
Our prayers have been answered. Here come the Space Marines!
Yeah, we here, boys.
Plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant rate. But there is a limit of how many plasma generators can be built per stronghold.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Under
Build
fire.
routine 721 initiated. As you
Alright,
wish.
We
so
are the Imperial Guard. It is time we
Awaiting
started acting
orders.
like it.
Ever vigilant.
so
We are the Emperor's
Yeah.
chosen.
there we go.
Praise the Emperor.
Back up there, son. Alright. Eventually
He who
Red would buy his
stands
own
with me shall
PS3.
be my brother.
And he got really heavy into Fallout. And Fallout's a great game series. I just
Excellent. The
Bruh.
point is now protected
Great.
from orc retaliation. We should continue to build listening posts on all our captured points.
Cleanse, purge, kill.
got it, bud.
Yes, Lord.
He got really big into Fallout. And while Fallout is a great game,
721 initiated.
I never really appreciated it quite as much as he did.
Is my shield.
So whenever I went to his house, he didn't want, he didn't want me to be bored the entire time I was there. So he would let me play things on his laptop, and he showed me how to play like Command and Conquer a little bit, and he bought me a copy of StarCraft 2 that I could play, co-op campaign with him and that kind of thing.
Moving out.
And that was a lot of fun. But eventually,
Attacking at order.
I started playing Dawn of War on his laptop. And I remember playing this mission like
Orders received.
over and over because I was too scared because I thought I was gonna get wiped. Like if I played, I don't know. Like I was just scared that I wasn't gonna do very well, and any chance of like failure that I had, I avoided at all costs. So that's why I never played on like higher difficulties. when I was a kid. Which is a shame because I feel like if I had played from a younger age, I could have been decent at some of these games. You know. Anyways. So I started playing Dawn of War, and Red started showing me everything about like the lore, and he let me borrow his copy of the Blood Angels Omnibus, and he, you know, would let me like borrow his books, and I'd play Dawn of War every time I came over, and I don't know, like it was a good time. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how I got into 40K. I got more into the digital side of 40K. I never really got into the tabletop, which, I mean, depends on who you ask. I guess is okay. Yeah, I genuinely just never got into it.
I shall obey.
Defending objective.
I recently I just posted a video not so long ago. I just bought and painted my first minis.
Fear denies faith.
But I mean, other than that, you know, not the biggest,
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
not the biggest fan of the tabletop. Again, nothing against it, just kind of never really got into it. You know,
Excellent.
Bruh.
This orc camp has been destroyed.
great. Auto save real quick.
Form up, men! There's work to be done!
Cleanse, purge, kill. Weapons at ready.
I'm gonna
It
chill
is your order.
right here. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with
Orders
this tank.
received. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Can I
Onward to glory.
Can I have
Orders
this?
received. Mission accomplished.
I don't think this does anything.
Awaiting orders. Taking heavy fire.
Like, I don't.
Ever vigilant.
Like, I don't think this deals any damage. Maybe this does, like, on higher difficulties or something.
Orders received.
But I don't think this actually, like,
Understood.
does anything.
Yes, my lord. Fear our wrath.
I await
Little listening
your
post here.
instructions.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Fear denies faith.
Beware the alien, the
Faith
mutant,
is our shield.
the heretic.
Stay vigilant, brothers. What is your
Losing,
order?
guys? Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm not having a good time.
Fear denies faith.
Gotta get him. Uh-oh. We lost morale. Well, so did they.
We
So
stand
they're doing
ready.
crap for
Overwhelming
damage.
heresy
Here we go.
grows from idleness.
Okay, so that's okay.
Ever vigilant.
We can
Orders
live with
received.
that. Okay.
We stand ready.
Today the enemy shall
Here
know
to
fear.
serve.
Oh, I already.
I await your
Hop on there.
instructions.
I can't upgrade these
Yes,
yet, I guess.
Lord.
So we'll get a listing post here,
With all due haste.
and then move on, I suppose.
While the enemies of the Emperor
Fear
still
denies
draw
faith.
breath, there can be no peace.
Back up a little bit,
At your
friends.
command.
So we're gonna draw
alert,
them
brothers.
out.
The enemy must be
Under
nearby.
fire.
We shall
Back
know
up, back
no
up, back
fear.
up, back up. Draw them in. Wait till the flamers can do some damage. Yeah. Sweet.
For the honor the Emperor
Let's
protects.
freaking get it.
Charge. Ever vigilant.
Let's get in there. Flamers are gone.
Awaiting orders. We are the Emperor's
On
chosen.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
What is your order?
We'll leave two guys here.
The
Take
Emperor
everybody
protects.
here. We'll
Understood.
move
Yes,
on this
most
way.
beneficent one.
Don't really need any more power because I can't do anything
Beware
else.
the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Well, I guess this is a camp, maybe?
Understood.
Yes, most beneficent one, I shall obey. I salute.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Reporting for
What's your
duty,
order?
sir.
Position secure.
Oh, so it just immediately goes down to like
Walk softly.
We stand
minimum
ready.
health.
Big gun.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, so I would play Dawn of War on his computer, and we're still like really, really good friends today. We've known each other since like first grade, probably, and he's not quite as much into 40k as I am. At the time, I know he's still doing D&D, and he still
Is us. Securing objective.
loves everything Fallout and whatever else.
Under fire.
But I'm just really thankful
This day
that
shall
he
be a
took the time
glorious one for the
to
Imperium.
to
Understood.
show me what 40k was all about, because it really opened up my imagination. I feel like I mean, it's grimdark, it's
He who stands with me
it's
shall be
harsh, it's like cold and heartless, and
This
but
day shall be a glorious
the fact
one for the Imperium.
that there are giant armies clashing made of like superhumans and not your run-of-the-mill soldiers, you know what I mean? It allows for a little bit of the imagination to roam,
I await your
I don't know, I just really appreciate
I exist to
40k
serve.
for that.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath.
What's your order? Taking haste. We are the Emperor's chosen. We stand ready.
Praise the Emperor.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Get him, Lehman. Oh, good shot.
What's your order?
Good
Yes, my lord.
shot.
My faith is my shield.
There you go.
For the honor
Yeah,
of
you
the
don't need to do
chapter.
anything here. Cool.
While the enemies of the
At your
Emperor
command.
still draw breath.
Oh, what are we doing? What in the world am I doing? Let's get these guys in here.
Moving out.
There we go.
Praise the Emperor.
Let's see what they're doing fun
We are
enough.
the Emperor's chosen.
Here we go.
Fear denies faith. Engaging the enemy. Maintain attack formation.
Walk softly. Carry a big gun.
At your command.
There. That's the last of them.
Sweet.
Well done, Blood Ravens.
There it is.
Victory is ours.
I am honored to be in the presence of a librarian. I wish to know how my men can better serve you.
We shall wait for the captain to finish his prayers. I saw you stand against the orcs. You are a brave man, Colonel. I wish I could say the same of your men.
I shall strengthen their resolve, my lord.
See that you do, or we shall do it for you. You have something you wish to say. Say it, Colonel.
How did you know?
Even without my psychic gifts, it is obvious. Speak.
Is it true your company eradicated a heresy on the planet of Cyrene recently? An exterminatus, down to the planet's last man, woman and child.
Colonel, your company is welcome, but such questions are not. Do not ask the captain about Cyrene if you intend to remain in his good graces. Brother Captain, the Colonel wishes an audience with you.
Thank you, Isidore.
My lord, my Tartarus 37th Imperial Guard Regiment stand ready to serve you in protecting the city. They wish to make amends for...
They will have many opportunities to prove themselves warriors worthy of the Emperor. The Blood Ravens are leaving the city. Its protection is in your hands.
I will ready my men. May I ask what your next course of action is?
Orcs only respect strength. I intend to show them that we have it in ample supply.
Oh yeah. Well, that
Excellent.
Bruh.
This orc camp has been destroyed.
I forgot about that. I love how just... Man, I really appreciate how janky this game is. You know? Because, I mean, this came out in, like, 2005. So, for something in 2005 to have been this, like, revolutionary is kind of nuts. Like, for that to have been that fun, I don't know. Like, it was revolutionary in the RTS world, and it was definitely a milestone game in my life. So that was mission 1. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in mission 2.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the